Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I am here with this month's collab with Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage, where we are using or smashing our small paper pads. And just as a reminder, if you haven't seen any of the videos this year, we've been doing it all year on the 25th of each month, and we are using any paper pad, like a scrapbook paper pad, smaller than 12 by 12. So this month I am using this one here. I've been using this one, but I've got a little bit left. Not too much really, but it's a little paper pad from Dollar Tree. And it is, let's see, 5 by 7. And this one here that I picked up a while ago on clearance at Walmart, it's Signature. It's really nice paper and it's double-sided. So I picked out a few sheets from these two already. I was going to show you what I did, or what I'm doing, and how I did it. So this month, in October, I created for my design team project during my design team project for Tsunami Rose, I was wanting to create a little what I had in my mind was a Tim Holtz little slotted pocket. You know those little dies that you get and have little slots? They have like 4 or 5 or 6 slots. And I don't have that die cut and I don't have any of those dies, but I thought, well, why don't I create some with scrapbook paper? Or with paper for my, that matches my, goes along with my project. So I did, and I thought they turned out really well, rather well. And so I thought I'd show you how I did that. So all I did was, this is from the 5 by 7. These are little strips. So to do that, I just started with some strips. So that's the 5 by 7 strips. And this is the 8.5 by 11 strips. So for I took one piece of paper from the 8.5 by 11 and cut it into thirds. So I just divided it, into 3 equal sizes. You can see that's from that paper pad. And there's 3 equal sizes there. So I turned it, sideways and cut it. And then I did another one just for fun, lengthwise or, vertically, and just cut it in half. So that's what these are. So then all I did to make my little pockets, and it depends on how many pockets that you want, in your little folded pocket, or how big you want it. How big is your journal that you're putting it in, on your page or whatever that you're putting it on. So I wanted to make different sizes because I don't know what journal I'm going to put these in. So this is this one. It's going to have 1, 2, and it can have one behind, 2, 3. So that is, I just cut a piece of that 5 by 7 in half and made this little one here. And then the other one I'll show you. We'll make one from each today and go from there. But let's see. First of all, I'm going to decide what pattern I want on top, because that's what you're going to see in the journal, and the other side's probably going to be glued down to something or sewn onto something. So this one I'll go ahead and just use this side here, the green, and start folding. So all I did was just fold my paper up a little bit, and I kind of just was making as many pockets as I could. You kind of can do, look at the side here and see how deep your pockets are. They weren't very deep, really. If you wanted to try to make them a little deeper, just put your paper up a little bit more and say, okay, here's my first fold. I kind of just made it even with my fold. So here's my first fold and my first pocket. Okay, and then I did it again. So just fold up again. Okay, get everything all even and square there with your paper before you fold, and then fold. And so I've got one here, and it's pretty much all I'm going to do because I made a little bit deeper pockets. And this is the one that we turned horizontally and made 3 strips. Okay, so that is that one. Here's those 3 strips, and then here's the longer one, which was the vertical 8.5 by 11 seem to be liking green this morning, so let's do that again. And I'm going to see if I can make, I'm just going to see how many pockets I can make with this one. I can make, like I did on that one, a little bit deeper pocket to start with here. So I'm folding my, you saw I folded it up, and this is just folded down evenly with kind of like that with the first fold up. See, folded up and then folded down. Okay, now we're going to do that again. Just fold up again. See, you're just kind of making a little fold ups. I'm going to call them little fold ups. And then one more. So this one will have, when you get it all set, when it's all said and done, you have 1, 2, 3, and if you want one behind, you can have 4 pockets. And it's very easy. And I think if you're using scrapbook paper, or you can use, if you're printing out your digital paper, you know, your printed paper, you can use that. You know, whatever paper you want, you can use ledger paper or anything. I just wanted a pretty one. And so for mine, then I sewed them. So I won't sew all of these today, but I do want to show you what they look like finished. So you could glue this down. I haven't tried one just gluing it. I've sewn mine. And I think, let's see, I'm trying to decide, do I want zigzag or straight? I kind of want, I think I want straight, just so it doesn't take up more room on my pocket, you know what I mean? So let me turn this over to straight. All right, let me see, number 1. I believe number 1 is straight. This is kind of a new machine for me, so, but I'm just using the thread I already had in here, not changing it to any special thread. I've just got some black thread in here. So now I'm just going to sew down each side, and then I can show you the finished little pocket. And you could see, like I used up, if you want to sit down and kind of mass make these for your journals to have them ready, you could really use up some scrapbook paper making yourself some little pockets. Let me just go ahead and sew here. I want to put it right on the edge, like I said, because I don't want to use up my space in my pockets by making a big zigzag or putting my straight stitch in too far. So I've got it right on the edge, and it is going through 1, 2, 3 layers of paper where you have your fold. So let's see how it does. I'm going to start off. Okay, let's go, little machine. It's trying to do zigzag. Okay, hold on. Let me turn it off and turn it back on. Let me reboot. Because I changed it to 1. Maybe I have to turn it on. Like I said, this is a new machine for me. So let's see how she's doing. No, she still wants to do zigzag. All right, zigzag it is. If you want to do zigzag, let's do zigzag. But let me put you back on zigzag because I have you on straight stitch. Okay, little machine, we will do it. We'll make a, how about a small zigzag? Would you be happy with that? Let me see how you're doing now. Maybe I didn't turn it off enough time to let it recalculate its stitch or something. All right. Put you right on the edge there. So if you want to do zigzag, you can do zigzag. If you want to do straight, you can do straight. Go for it. Let's go for it and see what you want to do now. All right. Plenty of room there, little machine. Let's go. Yep, it did change this time to a smaller zigzag though. So that actually, I actually haven't tried this stitch. Like I said, it's a new machine for me. And I have used the straight stitch, and I have used the biggest, there's 1, 2, 3 zigzag size stitches that you just turn this little knob and it automatically goes to those. So I haven't tried this little one before, so I think this is going to be really cute actually, so I'm glad this happened. Let's go back and anchor it. I meant to do that at the beginning, but got kind of messed up or discombobulated with it deciding what stitch it wants to use. So there is one side. I do want to show you the completed folder or pockets. So let's do both sides. And then you could decorate these with some little kind of smallish, you know, embellishments of some kind. And so maybe we'll even try doing this with fabric sometime. But right now we're using this scrapbook paper. So let's get this one going on this side and then it will be done. All right, quick little stitch up this side and that's all there is to it. See, this side I'll anchor like I wanted to do on the other side. Okay, now all the way down. Can you see okay? I think you can. Checking my camera. As best as can be expected when you're sewing on video, right? At least when I'm sewing on video. Alrighty. One more, a little anchor. If things don't come unraveled, and I think that will be good. Alright, let's see how she did. Cut our strings off and let's take a look. Oh, I've got some more strings here. 1 second. Now, isn't she cute? So here you go. You could actually use either side if you want to decide like, oh, I don't want to use that side. I want to use this side. You've got pockets in the back too, but this side you have more pockets. So here you go. 1, see it's all nice and sewn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just pretend like these. This is our little journaling card, and you can. What I did was stick smaller, you know, kind of small, tiny ephemera in here, and I just see how deep that first one is. This is a good size little card here. And it is, I'm going to tell you, almost 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, so you can see how far it sticks down in there. And so you can fit things in there. This one's not as deep. This one either. And then you'll have this back one, which you can fit, of course, all of that in there. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by you can do any size you want. You can cut your scrapbook paper however you want. I was just, maximizing so I didn't have any scraps. Cut it in 3s, cut it in 2s, or the little one, the 5x7, cut in 2, so that way I didn't have any scraps. But you can cut any size you want, glue it or sew it. If you glue it, let me know how it comes out, because I have not glued one yet. And I'm wondering if it would actually stay. I guess if I was going to glue one, I would use my Fabri-Tac probably, just to make sure, because you're kind of pulling on it when it's together a little bit, putting things in and out. Well, you're not going to use your fingers though. So let me see how it pulls. It doesn't really pull. It just depends on how much stuff you stuff in there, right? Whether it's going to pull or not. But anyway, I just wanted to share that because I thought that was a really fun thing, and it looked really cute in the journal. And you don't have to have the Tim Holtz die. You can make your own pocket thingy with kind of like slots, but they're pockets instead of slots, right? So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that little idea of using up some of your scrapbook paper, your smaller scrapbook paper pads. And I will see you next month with another idea. We've only got 2 more months after this month for this year, 2020. I've really enjoyed it, and I hope you all have too. Enjoyed all the ideas, and just be sure to check out the other ladies in this collab, which are going to be linked below this video, because they also make some very awesome different things in all of their little in their videos. They have some great ideas. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Happy crafting. Thank you.